What up, people? What's good? Salute, salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. We're a niche channel reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at 6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good? It is the sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. And ain't nobody in here right now, so we kind of chilling right now. Let some people get the message because we are late. We are starting late, so that's probably why. New York Comicon, baby, is going down. It's going down.
That's right now as we speak.
It's going down. And there's some crazy shit going on too. And we got all the deets, man. We got all the deets. All right, let me get some deets for y'all. Sada, what's going on with you? How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. Just got home not too long ago, so.
Got home from where?
Oh, we went out to Bethesda. There was a art festival, so we checked that out. It's a little cold. We got some food, and then we came back. So just in time.
Very cool. Very cool. We got all right, here we go. We got some cool oh, that's not even a all right, we got some cool videos, some cool trailers and all that shit because New York Comicon is going on, and there was some dope trailers, some decent stuff, including the Mario Brothers movie, which was pretty dope.
Yes.
That looks dope.
Which was super dope.
Yeah,
I saw that that before.
There's only one thing that bothers me, but it looks great outside of that. I'm digging it. Outside of one thing, I'm digging it.
What's the one thing? What's the one thing?
Chris Pratt as Mario. That's the one thing.
You don't
all
like
I hear
him?
is Chris Pratt. No, I don't think it was a good choice at all for that one. Everyone else sounds decent. If I were to be nitpicky, I think Toad should be a little higher pitched. But other than that, I like it. It's just Chris Pratt.
I was glad that he wasn't that they didn't pick somebody. Oh, the Mario. Oh, because that would have gotten real annoying. Like after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah. It's me, Mario. What's you to do?
I would have.
We have to save the princess. Yeah. What? Oh Lord, girl, no.
It didn't have to be like super stereotypical, but I think I needed that more than Chris Pratt just being Chris Pratt because that's all I hear, and it's hard for me to like get sucked in with him as Mario. But maybe I'll get used to it as the film goes on because I actually do want to see this, which is a first.
Nice, and I think so. I think it will. I think it will grow on us. You know what I'm saying? And it is a computer animated film, which is good because I was afraid that when I was hearing Chris Pratt Mario that they were going to be live action. And I was like, oh no, because if you're our age, you remember that atrocious Bob Hoskins Mario movie that they made back in the day. Oh my God, Stu, you remember this thing, right?
It was horrible. It was so
bad.
Matter of fact. It was so bad. You know what? All video game movies are bad. Street Fighter was bad. Mario was bad. What else did they do at that time? They were just all bad. Like they just were they weren't even good. Like they weren't even halfway good. And Mortal Kombat was the best we got out of all of that.
Yeah,
by far.
And the rest of them, and that wasn't even that great.
And that wasn't even that great.
Right. And it was at least
watchable.
It was at least watchable. Now that's saying a lot because that was the best of the bunch, and that's saying a lot because the rest of them weren't. They were just bad. They were just
try again with Street Fighter.
There was another one that came out.
The Van Damme Street Fighter. God,
it was bad.
Try again with
it was
Fighter.
bad. It was after bad. Street Fighter.
They might try to make it into a franchise though, so I don't know. But they should definitely try again with Street Fighter. I feel like enough time has passed.
Yeah, if they do it again, do it right. Yeah. Well, after
They actually did, but they didn't do a live action. They did
anime joint,
a animated joint. It was good.
yeah,
If you're gonna do a live action, you got to stick to the story. Can't have Hollywood involved. Got to
right.
stick to the story in your game.
That's what I think they don't
Oh,
get.
don't forget Doom. Doom was another one. That was another video game movie with The Rock.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was alright. It was like Mortal
And
Kombat. It was better than the rest. But
yeah.
in the class of F students, the D student shines the brightest. So
Right.
that's how I look at
That's
those
how that.
movies. So
Yeah.
right. So whereas in all the other movies got an F, Mortal Kombat and Doom got a D, so they're gonna shine the brightest. But
Yeah.
they're in a
That's
class full of F students. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, after the critical and commercial failure of the 1993 Super Mario Brothers film adaptation, Nintendo became very weary of licensing its properties for film adaptations, and rightfully so. And according to Mario creator Miyamoto, the idea for a new Mario film came from bringing the older games to the virtual console and the other services. Like transitions took time, for the company, and Miyamoto recognized that our current business would be able to develop even further if we were able to combine our long beloved software with that of video assets and utilize them for, together for extended periods. But Miyamoto knew that the process of making a film was far different from that of making a video game. And so he wanted a film expert, to lead the effort. And they've been talking about this for a while because following the November 2014 hack of Sony Pictures, emails between producer Avi Arad, studio chief Amy Pascal, TriStar
That was bad.
Pictures.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
That was bad.
They
That was really bad. They put their business out there. But you
They
know
did.
what? It goes to show you what they think. Because some of the stuff they said in those emails, that came from their hearts. Like they never thought nobody would ever see those emails.
Right.
And
Exactly.
they were talking trash. Like they were talking really bad about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But they weren't saying anything we had already didn't know.
No.
But they were but it's just hearing them say it. And there's some things that they said that we didn't know that was really, it was bad. That was a bad leak. Sony,
but in that leak,
Pictures,
we found out that they had been trying to secure the film rights for Mario
for
several
Mario,
years. Yeah. AV Arad visited Nintendo in Tokyo in 2014 to secure the deal. And then in October, he emailed Pascal and said that he had closed the deal with Nintendo. And then Amy Pascal suggested recruiting Hotel Transylvania director to help develop the project. And then she said that she could think of 3 or 4 movies right out of the gate and expressed hope in building a Mario empire. And I guess a film franchise with recurring film, and then but after the emails leaked, Arad denied that the deal had been made and stating that negotiations had only just begun. And then BuzzFeed News noted that the emails did not take into account political conflicts with Sony Pictures' corporate sibling, Sony Interactive Entertainment, one of Nintendo's chief competitors. But through Nintendo's work with Universal Parks and Resorts to create Mario-based attractions, Miyamoto met Chris Melandari, the founder of Universal Pictures Illumination Animation Division, and then he found Melandari's creative process similar to his own process, and he felt that he would be the proper lead for the Mario film. And then they had started more earnest discussions by 2016. And so here we are back, and then we get to 2018. Nintendo announced that the film would progress with Miyamoto and Meldindarji co-producing it. And then here we are, 2022, and it's finally out. And they thought it would be out. And January 2020, they said they expected the 2022 release date, and they made it. So bravo. Jack Black as Bowser. Beautiful. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Perfect. Charlie Day. I forget. I think he's Toad. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think he's Toad.
he's Toad or
Is he Toad or Luigi?
that's I think he's Luigi. He's Luigi. I think. I think Toad is
Yeah, he's Luigi.
Yeah.
Toad is
Keegan-Michael Key is in it too. So don't
yeah,
know.
he's Toad. He's Toad. I needed him more high pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Toad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. Jack Black is Bowser. Well, yeah. Who wants to see the trailer? Let's run it.
Let's run it.
I've seen most of it, but I tried to save it for the show. So here we go. Mario Brothers, the movie.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Open the gates!
Attack!
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Yeah, that was pretty funny, man.
Oh,
It's gonna be fun.
This is
it looks great.
much better.
I'm very
improvement.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was really surprised.
I'm surprised they decided to go with Illumination of all companies, but I'm sure they had a lot of input because Illumination
Despicable
is known for
Me,
being
right?
very lazy. Yeah, they're known
Well,
for
Sony
being
has their
very
own.
lazy.
Sony has their own in-house animation studio. They could have did it themselves.
Mhm.
Whoever
Yeah,
did it,
they did the
they got it
Emoji
done.
movie, I think, right? They did that, right?
Yep, Sony could have did it. Yeah, Sony
was
could have did it. So it
Terrible.
wasn't a problem.
Yeah, there was some deal with some issue with the whole deal, the whole who they had do it and all of that. Wikipedia's got the whole thing. Someone just spelled it all out, so you can go check it out.
Wow.
If you're
But they
super
didn't take time to spell out why we didn't get another Hulk movie
No, they didn't spell that one out, unfortunately.
on Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia, for everything you do.
Right.
I mean, we know why, but we know it's all universal. But Sony, this is a better for me personally. After that last live, listen, everybody likes live action, but with CGI, you can't go wrong. Like all the
Right.
actors got to do is put their voice on it. If it sounds convincing, the animators do the rest. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't mess that up unless you just give us such a bad story that live action is just a lot that got to go into that, man. You got to make it believable, and you know, it just doesn't work. But we know that if they give us a CGI, that'll work, man. I'm down with that. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it
I
would be
actually
great.
want to go. Yeah, I actually want to go to movies and see it.
The homeboy Corey popped in while we was watching the trailer and original origin salute. Peace to the six
What's an
elementals.
origin? Corey Adges salute.
And yeah, so Batman, this is DC Power Hour, and Batman has this cool silent film. Check that shit out. So that's the Michael Keaton Batman, right? And it's probably safe to assume by now that Tim Burton's Batman needs no introduction, but released in 1989, the feature-length adaptation of The Dark Knight, starring Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, uh, stands shoulder to shoulder with Richard Donner's 1978 Superman as one of the most influential superhero movies of its era, arguably eclipsing the Superman in the scope of its impact on pop culture, superhero or otherwise. Batman, 89, it started the blockbuster summer, and it was huge. I remember that summer. It was big. And the
We had
popularity.
Punisher. We also had the Punisher movie that summer.
Yeah. And the popularity and the success of Batman's movie gave rise to the Batman the Animated Series, which was phenomenal and inspired retroactive changes to the comics depiction
Which
of Gotham.
also Reno gave spark to the Batman Arkham series video games.
That's right. Absolutely. And I mean, it's endless. It's endless how much shit that movie has inspired and especially with comics. It even changed the comics. With depiction of Gotham as well as its own limited comic series by itself. More than 30 years after its release. Now someone went and re-edited Burton's gothic superhero opus into a silent movie, complete with colored tinted cells, artificial film grain, stylized inner titles, where they put and you wouldn't know it. It's still fantastic. Ben Crew, a Chicago-based documentary filmmaker who went viral last year for his fan-made script, Muppets Present the Great Gatsby. He last year, the man behind that re-edit, he said, "I've always been a big fan of Batman and of Burton. His Ed Wood movie is my favorite film of all time." No accounting for taste. Crew and Polygon over email. But he said, "I love films that inspire you to seek out other films, and Tim Burton's Batman was that for me. Before I even knew how to use editing software, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to watch Batman as a silent film?" Although the edit took a month to complete, the first 8 minutes were completed and put online October 2019. To little attention. I mean, I didn't even know about it. I still haven't seen it. But the full edit was completed last year in February and put online again to little response, apparently. And it wasn't until this past week's that the crew's silent film edit went viral, which the crew credits to Twitter. And he said, "I never shared the Batman edit to Twitter until recently because I frankly still am figuring out how to utilize Twitter at the time." He said, "And when I finally did share the edit on Twitter, it was in response to a prompt tweet. I hadn't planned on going viral, which is, I think, something people really respond to. I just wanted to share my love of silent cinema and Burton's film." And as to why he feels, Tim Burton's work, in particular Batman, is so ripe for the silent film treatment, he says that the prominent influence of German expressionism on the visuals of Burton and production designer Anton Furst's Gothic Art Deco depiction of Gotham City, as well as other nods to the era, its influences are so clear. He said right down to Christopher Walken's Batman Returns character being named Max Schreck after the actor who played Count Orlok in Nosferatu. See, you know that, did you? Ultimately, however, he attributes Danny Elfman's score as the key ingredient to the successful transformation of Burton's Batman into a silent film. He said, "I believe that Batman and Batman Returns are two of the greatest film scores of all time," which I agree. He said, "This edit works so well because it allows you to experience Elfman's genius without any words or sounds over it. Too many scores today just serve as background noise. Every note in this score is precise and timed exactly to complement the action and the characters. The visuals, the music serve each other, in the most beautiful way." End quote. But the beauty certainly comes across in these images, and would love to see this thing. But I just like found out about this before we started the show. I had to tell, or I had to show you guys, but I haven't even seen it. But let's check out some of these images. That's like obviously the and then you got Joker in his classic scene where his paint was dripping off.
So they did the movie like this, but just the music.
It's like they just re-edited.
They just put the pictures
and silent. They just took all the audio off the movie. No,
they just
took all the talking out. Yeah, and just played it like a silent film.
The original score is still there.
That's what I understand. That the original score.
That's dope. Where can we watch this at?
Well,
that's dope.
Local theaters will need approval from Warner Brothers, but they know that this already has demand. He said. So he said, if I'm going to see anything, say anything to Warner Brothers, it's that I loved celebrating the character, and I hope they join me in a celebration of not just Batman, but the history of cinema. There's a big audience of fans that would love to see Batman the Silent Motion Picture in theater screenings. But no, there's not that yet. I wonder though if we can watch it, if we can pull it off of Twitter or something, because he said it's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, it's what it says here. Again, I'm just finding out about this 5 minutes before we started the show, so I do not know anything about it. But let's see if I can find it here. Batman Silent Motion. Oh, we got it, and we got. It looks like we got the Batman Returns as well. Oh, but it's like 8 minutes long, so that means, yep, we got Batman Returns. Okay, here's a little 3-minute version of Batman Returns. Let me get that. I'll pull that down. We can watch it, and then I'll chop up the 8-minute one, and we can watch that too. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
I watched the other day, Sada. I watched the other day. Someone took the Batman and put the Elfman score into it, and then took all the work, and they just did like they did all the action sequences.
Yeah,
they took the Elfman score and put it to it, and it fit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was actually, good. I was like, dang,
the score is great.
Good.
So I'm not surprised that it fit.
Good.
Like,
it was great.
I gotta watch that movie again. I really haven't seen it since it was in theaters.
Right. That's like if you watch the original Superman, the score from the original Superman movie. I've seen people put that with Superman Returns and put it with Man of Steel, and it works. I mean, it works great. I was like, man, because that just goes to show you the score is timeless. The music is timeless, and the way they did it is just timeless.
I was like, ooh, okay. I like a good silent film. The last one I watched regarding Batman was Chase Me, and they had to do with Batman and Catwoman, and that was really good. That was like 6 minutes, and that was great. So I'm excited. I feel like they should do more of those because they usually come out. At least the one I saw came out really well. I think there's a market for that, and they should definitely get into that more, and not just with Batman. So.
Yeah, it would be cool to see any superhero, Superman one or a Spider-Man one. Yeah, they could
like
do any
Wolverine with that format. I feel like that would be dope. Or Daredevil.
The black and white. Yep. Yeah, because that black and white Logan was so dope. I mean, it's like so much better in black and white, and then so it would definitely work for that. All right, so here's the Batman Returns silent motion picture. It's 3 minutes long. Here we go. Let's see what this is not the one in question. The one in question is
the 8-minute one.
The 8-minute one, but this is the same guy. So here we go. Let's see a little sample. I got the 8-minute one on deck. I'm gonna get that.
He should just put them on YouTube.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Bravo. That was really cool. Shout out to Tyler Silva in the building. Happy October and fall and autumn. Such a creepy penguin, dude. DeVito's penguin.
Yeah, the video was the best.
The best.
Yeah,
The best.
it's sad that I know. It's sad that I know that movie verbatim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nothing
Verbatim.
sad
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. You just love
Yeah.
the
I love
movie.
that movie, man. I
Hell
love
yeah.
that movie, man. That's my
Love it.
favorite Batman movie of all time.
Yeah, I just watched it the other
Really?
day. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I still like the original, the first one better, but
I like the original too, but it's just I don't know. That one just I don't know.
you know what
It's
though?
just
You're right though. Like I might do like Returns better. Yeah. Overall, it was better. It's just Nicholson's Joker. Like that's the only thing that ties me to the first one. But yeah, the second one is a funner, I think, better movie with more. It's definitely more comic booky. It's more
Batman.
Batman, more campy.
Yes. I
Definitely not
loved
my
it, man. I love
favorite,
that
but
movie.
it's great. I enjoyed it.
Which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite, Zara? Which one you like?
As far
Like
as
Dark
live
Knight.
action, I would say, yeah, I would probably say the Dark Knight. But honestly, I don't know because Rises, I really love that Catwoman, but the overall story was a little weak. The Dark Knight, so definitely the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a good one. Okay, so I've got the Batman, the silent motion picture for the Batman, the original. I got it. It's 7.5 minutes. So it's like 8 minutes actually, and I can't like stop it and come back and do it. So like if we do play it, it's gonna run for 8 minutes. It's actually a long time.
How long was the other one? The other one was like
Oh,
what,
it's
3
3.
minutes? I was like 3, 4 minutes.
3 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
it's twice that.
And this one's
You
what,
guys,
8 minutes? Which one is
yeah,
it? Is it
So
Returns
it's
or
double.
the original?
the original. It's the first 8 minutes of the original movie.
Oh,
Let's do it. Damn, let's do it. Hell, why not?
we're already here.
Let's do it.
So.
Right, let's do it and then talk about it. Let's get it
All
back.
right. DC Power Hour, guys. Watch party. We're gonna watch the first 8 minutes of the Batman silent motion picture film. This is dope. All right, here we go.
Enjoy.
Alrighty, they've cut my stream, the bastards. It usually it might let us come back on.
Slade is off the chain. It's an emergency.
Shite. I don't know what the policy violation was. Showing the video? Fuck out of here.
It's up on Twitter. All right, it's up on Twitter. So
I got it off YouTube.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got it off YouTube. Ain't no goddamn sense. Oops. What should I do? What should I do? Should I fucking cut the show and make a new show?
We'll try to show it Monday. See what happens.
Oh hell no! I gotta. No, I'm gonna shut this one down and we'll start it from another one. All right, I'm gonna end this broadcast.